The next chapter we're going to discuss is on the digestive system. The digestive system has several functions, including ingesting food, getting it into your body, mechanically digesting your food, breaking big pieces of food into smaller pieces of food, chewing your food, mixing it up in the stomach, and a couple other things we'll talk about later. And then chemical digestion involves breaking the chemical bonds in your food. It involves various enzymes made in various parts of the digestive system, including the mouth, the small intestine, the stomach, the pancreas, and so on. Propulsion is simply moving the food through the digestive system. We're going to talk about that here in just a moment. Absorption of digested nutrients from the digestive system into the blood happens primarily in the small intestine. And defecation is elimination of the undigestible materials, the waste. The digestive system basically consists of the alimentary canal, which is the pathway that food takes as it travels through your body, and the various accessory organs that food doesn't pass through, but secrete various chemicals into the alimentary canal that aid in the process of digestion. The alimentary canal is about 8 meters long. It starts with the oral cavity with the mouth, continues on through the esophagus, into the stomach, into the small intestine, which is divided into the first part of the duodenum, the jejunum, and then finally the ileum, and then finally traveling through the cecum, large intestine, and then the waste travel out through the anus. As you can see from the graphic here, the biggest part of the length of the alimentary canal is with the small intestine, which is about 5.5 to 6 meters. So how does food move through the alimentary canal? How does it move through this tube in our body? Well, there are several different types of movement that occur within the digestive system. They include mixing movements where the food and the digestive juices and enzymes and various chemicals are mixed with the food. This happens primarily in the stomach and in the small intestine. You can see in diagram A an example of this mixing food. Segmentation happens in the small intestine, where the small intestine muscles contract and form segments within the small intestine where food is mixed with the digestive enzymes from the pancreas and the small intestine itself and the liver and gallbladder. And finally, in picture B, you can see peristalsis. Peristalsis is a wave-like contraction which starts at one end of the tube and pushes food down. It starts in the esophagus and moves food from the pharynx, from the back of the throat, down into the stomach. And it continues on in the small intestine and in the large intestine. And we could also include mass movements, which are similar to peristalsis, but are much less regular, which move food through the large intestine and move the undigested waste out of the large intestine through defecation.